Okay, so this is the second part of the demo research, because obviously the first part got cut off because it was getting too long. And I apologize now because you might hear my son watching Thomas the Train because he's fighting his sleep. So he's just trying to watch whatever he can on Netflix. Um, so anyway, this is where the head notes is located. And as you can see, let me try to move this up without it freezing. Okay, and as you can see, all this is the very beginning of the opinion. And as you scroll down after the synopsis and the holding, you'll see the box that says West Head Notes. And it's basically just the topics from the key number system, just the topics that are most likely mentioned or are talked about in the opinion. And as you can see here is criminal law, affidavit or complaint, probable cause. So most likely, 9 out of 10 in this opinion. In this opinion, there will be a section like dedicated to the affidavit or complaint or probable cause. And then you have the second one, grand jury, indictment and information, degree of proof. And this is actually the one that I chose as my topic while doing the beginning of the key number system search. And basically, when you click whichever, whether it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, sometimes it may go all the way up to like 9 or 10 or maybe even more. I've seen ones that has like 11 or 12 head notes in it. But anyway, you can click one of these head notes and it'll take you directly to the topic and where it is in the opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and click 2. And as you can see, it takes me directly to the section that's talking about evidence and things like that for the grand jury indictment and the information that's required in order to do an indictment successfully. And for time purposes, for the sake of time, I have already highlighted. As you can see, I've already highlighted my sentence that I'm going to use, and I even added a little note so that I know exactly what this sentence is highlighted for, which I do for almost every case that I read on here, because after reading so many cases, you just get like kind of lost, like, okay, why was I reading this case? What do I need out of this case? Things like that. So anyway, I have this sentence that says the subpoena demanded evidence of the physical address of a specific device from which a police detective had received images that he identified as probable child pornography. So I am unfortunately going to have to type this out, because when I did just a run of this demonstration, when I tried to copy and paste it onto Microsoft Word document, it definitely did not work how it was supposed to. So I'm gonna have to hurry up and kind of type this out so you guys can see. So I'm gonna yeah, this is like horrible that I have to type this complete sentence out. Specific device from which police. Okay, so that's the sentence that I highlighted, the sentence that I was going to use for this, and I'm going to go ahead and add my citation first by including the parties of the opinion that I just used, which was People v. Odette, as well as the volume number 78 and the jurisdiction Northeastern, I believe it's called, and third edition. and then the page number that the opinion originally starts on, and the page number of where I just received this citation, well, received this sentence from. And I'm going to go ahead and continue with okay, and as you can see, it says the Appellate Court of Illinois. So that is my citation, which this is the sentence that I took out, and this is the citation for the case, the jurisdiction, the volume number. Sorry about that. The page number and the pin site of where I actually received this particular citation, which is page 1055. And I'm going to go ahead and go back. Now, you guys are going to hear like a bunch of paper shuffling because I'm going to start with how go ahead and change this here, where it's in the search box where you see this says search 3 degree of proof, and over here it says degree of proof. So before I even research anything else that I may need to research, I'm going to click all content. But actually, before I even do that, I'm going to show you guys why this needs to be if I'm going to do an entirely different search, why the degree of proof needs to be changed to all content. So you won't just think, oh, why is she doing that? Why can't she just stay on degree of proof? Which this is why you can't. This is why if you're going to do a new or different search for something else, this is why. And as you can see, my jurisdiction is still Illinois. And this is what happens when you don't change your previous search when you don't change your search options. So here you can see it's still it's talking, it mentions felony murder rule, but it's not what I wanted. It's basically still talking about the degree of proof. As you can see, it's still giving me what the requirements are for the felony murder rule or whatever, and that's not what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and change that to all content, and I'm going to go ahead and do a new search for what I need. And as you can see, it says felony murder rule intent. Well, felony murder rule within the sentence of intent, which also in the paragraph within that same paragraph, I want to see the state in mind that a person has to have in order to be accused or charged with felony murder. Okay, and it pulls up literally one case, which is People v. Mishke. I hope that's how I pronounce that right. And it's just homicide evidence supported murder convictions under common design theory of accountability, which I'm actually really lucky that it gave me even one case to use, considering the fact that I use within a sentence, within a paragraph, and the and connector, as you can see here. That's really surprising that it gave me at least one case, because I know usually it might just give me 0 cases. And then I'm going to do try to do another one before my time runs out again. Let's see. 5 4, 3, 2, and